things that have happened in the last 7-8 months has been wild, and you are being guided, and all these breakdowns have led to the breakthrough. So epiphany is for breakthrough, and you're seeing that now. Everything's coming together. I'm not telling you something. Everything's coming together. I'm confirming the things that you already know. One question that you have been wanting to know is about love and relationships. So let's see. There's been something about love and relationships. Let's see what's going on with love. Are you dating someone? Are you still fighting the self-love? I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's actually a relationship that you're supposed to be in, or if you're still fighting loving yourself, because loving yourself may mean being alone right now, and that doesn't feel good. It's uncomfortable. It's something that is challenging. Okay, so you're creating your movie. I'll go back to that card. Let me pull from here real quick. Gemini, communicative, North Node, new life goal. And then one more. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's the isolation, it's the self-love. Whether you're dating someone or not, whether you're with someone or not, it's the self-love. It's the isolation that has been needed for you to really pour into yourself and get clear on who you are and become confident in who you are. Sometimes when you get around other people, especially other people who are not on the same part of this journey as you, it can shake your confidence. And so isolation is needed for you to stand true in who you are, regardless of how people are. You are healing an energy of being really, really influenced by other people because you've wanted to fit in, you've wanted to be accepted. But now you are branching away from that paradigm where you no longer care about being accepted by everyone. And this has everything to do with the disconnection that you are breaking away when it comes to the attachment to your mom and your dad, your family. And so the Gemini energy, the communicative came out to say that it's time to speak more directly. It's time to speak even more what's on your heart and what's on your mind. Sometimes you still hold back, and there is new life goals that are on the horizon for you on the other side of you really making some different decisions. There is a completely different chapter available to you, but you have to have more self-control. Make sure that you stay in that isolation when you are feeling called to, and make different decisions within that isolation. And so maybe in the isolation you make a decision to start working on a project or something that you're passionate about, instead of distracting yourself or focusing on other people. There's just a lot of things. So on the right track. Stop fighting the isolation, the self-control, the decisions, all the things. You are on a blank canvas. You have an opportunity to create something that you really desire, but you have to continue opening your heart and affirming that you deserve it. And you do that by how you actually show up, not just by writing in your journal, but how you actually treat yourself. So this is why it's leading me more self-love, more self-love. It's something that you do. It's not just something that you say. And it's not just the bubble bath or getting your nails done or doing this. It's saying no to people who are not good for your energy. That is self-love. It's setting a boundary with someone that may not like that boundary and doing it regardless. Okay? All right. Emma, let's head over to Emma. Are you still in here? And then I'll get back on the list and then we'll hear. Okay. Okay, yep, I got Saint. Okay, Emma. All right, we got Emma, and then where is my cash? Oh, here it is. And then Tay. Okay, Emma, Tay, Saint. Emma, Tay, Saint. All right, Emma, you have 7 cards. Okay, let's shuffle. Let's clear the energy. You're welcome. You have such a sweet, beautiful energy, Emma. You do. Are you in here? Yes. I've said this. I remember your energy. Your energy is familiar. I remember your energy. Yes, your energy is coming back, flowing back. Yeah. I've definitely done a reading for you before. I think. I'm pretty sure. All right. So Emma. like I said, you have a beautiful energy. You are radiant, you are kind, you help other people, you care about other people. I think we talked about this last time, if I'm remembering. But taking more leadership around how you truly feel and your emotions and standing up for your inner child. Taking more leadership for your inner child and how you want to feel and making sure that they are heard, seen, and validated. Okay? That is something that is coming up in your reading that your ancestors want you to continue focusing on, because you are a leader. You are a natural born leader. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if you have a life path 1 or 11 or something that has to do with 1, because you are a natural leader. But we have to really go hard for ourselves. Go hard for ourselves. Thank you, Tish. Thank you. What else is going on with Emma? And Emma, make sure you let me know. Make sure you let me know. I usually don't get started, but I really had a feeling that you're in here. But I just want to make sure before I go through your whole reading. Okay? Emma. Emma, are you in here? Emma, where are you? Oh, okay, I think I saw you just, I think I saw Emma. I think I just saw Emma come in. So weird how when it's like the exact person that I'm looking for, and then those are the messages that get blocked. Is that weird? What is that, a coincidence? Nothing's a coincidence. You see? Oh, you trying to get these messages? Oh, you trying to wake people up? You trying to enlighten people? You trying to inspire people? Nah, we blocking it. No, you're not. Okay, so hopefully Emma's in here. Emma, hopefully you're in here. It's been a while. I know. If not, I can hold your cards and then we can go to the next person. Let me see. You can like it too. Okay, what about Tay? What about Tay? We can hold Emma. What about Tay? It's not the time for Emma. I just want to make sure. Maybe you're like, I always like to connect just to make sure. Oh, wait, I think I see it. Okay, I see Emma. Okay, I see Emma. All right, Emma, let's go. I see you. Gosh, the TikTok view, wow. All right. Okay, so like I said, taking more leadership, which is something that I feel like you've already been working on, and just have more grace. Have more grace. Sometimes you have sometimes you're really hard on yourself. When it comes to abundance and money, you're letting it flow. You are healing some aspects of some money wounds and feeling deserving of a life that you actually, really desire when it comes to how you want to live financially. And there's something that you are feeling pulled to work on. There's something on a business, some side hustle. There's something that's coming in where you're having the availability the opportunity to make money. Coming up in the future, or if you already are working on something now, that may be just letting you know that yes, it's going to be super abundant. You just have to keep letting it flow. Sometimes you get in your own way and you kind of resist and hold on to money, and it's kind of counterproductive. But you're definitely on the pursuit of happiness, Emma, and you're recognizing that happiness is subjective to you. And there's a point in your life where you were doing what other people thought was happy, and now you're starting to really sit with yourself and you're like, wait, what really makes me happy? What does happiness actually mean to me? What do I want? What is really satisfying for me? And so it's subjective. So what is that? Can you answer that? And what are you going to do to walk closer in alignment with that? Your business has something to do with that. So whatever the business is, that has a lot to do with the happiness. Okay, so let it flow. The mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. So there's something in your current situation. That I think you're very aware of that needs looking at. And I think if you've already probably started looking at it, or you've already become aware of it, but now it's needing some more action. You've kind of have been sitting on this for a little bit is what I'm feeling, and it's time for you to actually take action, make a choice, do something that's going to get you to the next level. And it's just scary. I think the change is scary, and believing in yourself can be scary, and actually doing the things is scary. We're more comfortable in that dream realm. We're more comfortable just thinking about the life that we want and not actually creating it, because to create it means that we have to be seen. That means that we may have a chance of failing or messing up, but it's okay to mess up. So there's something that's out of balance, and you know what that is, and it's time for you to correct that so that you can flow more fluidly, especially when it comes to abundance. Okay? One more. Let me pull one more for you, Emma. Oh, I hope that you're able to comment. It's so weird. What is the last card? What does Emma need to know? What are their ancestor spirit guides? What does Emma need to know? Work and routine. Okay, it's changing. Everything's coming up with the work. So I don't know if you're in something that you don't enjoy, if you're doing something that you don't like, but when you can take more leadership and let things flow more in your life as far as the money and the abundance, but taking more leadership and being more assertive on what it is that you want, speaking into existence, starting to believe in yourself more, your work and routine is going to be changing. And it's going to be changing for your benefit. It's going to be changing for you to be doing something that you really love. Okay, it's going to be changing. That's going to be adding more happiness, because our job is something that we're doing a lot of the time. A lot of us, we're so used to this 40-hour work. We've been conditioned to think that we need to work 40 hours, right? And so if you're in that same mindset and we're working 40 hours, at least should we be doing something that is enjoyable, that we like? Hi, Kira. And so if the answer is no, I'm here to tell you that a lot of things are changing. And so the uncomfortableness that you may be feeling right now is because it's asking you to contemplate what actually makes you happy. You're getting uncomfortable right now in certain situations because it's for you to contemplate, because you've been so asleep and so on autopilot that we don't even know what that is, that we have to actually make a conscious effort to sit still and find out what that is. Okay? So once that comes up, act on it. You are ready to move to the next chapter. It's just waiting for you to get that moment. Your spirit team is waiting for you to have that eureka moment, and you can't do that if you're always worrying about everyone else. All right? The pursuit of happiness is an inside job. The pursuit of happiness is an inside job. You're welcome, Emma. All right. Let's head back over. I know we have Tay and then we have Saint. Cool. We got 3 cards for Tay. 3 cards for Tay. Hey, we got 3 cards for Tay. One love. Absolutely. So if you want to do 3 cards, it's $10, or 7 cards for $20. And the ways to pay are in my bio. All right, Tay, you are a bright light. Such a bright light. You're such a safe space. You are such a beautiful energy. You hear this a lot. People love being around your spirit. You make people feel good. You're optimistic. Yeah. Oh, let me turn off this. Yeah. You're optimistic. Yeah, you're a really beautiful light. You've been through some things. Your inner child needs a little more love from you sometimes, but at the end of the day, like I said, you have a big heart. You have a big heart. But you're coming to this point in your chapter, in your journey, where one chapter is trying to close. And so for some reason I want to ask, like, what is blocking this chapter from closing? What is it? What is it that Tay needs to know? What advice, what do their spirit guides want? Okay, so inner child. Like I said, that was the first card that came out. Your imagination. Letting your imagination expand more. Allowing people to see these weird and quirky sides of you, Tay. Allowing yourself to be seen more fully. And remembering that silly, optimistic, imaginative, out there child that you still are. You still are that child. You really are. And I think that it's time to reconnect. Yeah, It's time to reconnect, and it's time for you to stop affirming to yourself that there's something to be ashamed of. It's time for you to share your testimony. You're on your healing journey now. That's what you do. We're here to heal. That's why we go through these experiences. We come to earth and we sign up for a specific set of experiences, and we sign up for jobs and different things that lead us to this very moment of questioning what it is. The feeling of stuckness is exactly where you're supposed to be. The stuckness and not being able to move means that your spirit is no longer willing to walk in a direction that's not resonant with you anymore. Your spirit is no longer willing to continue to do this over and over, expecting a different result, because in your being, deep down, you know you're meant for more. The military taught you something. Now you're back. And now what am I supposed to teach? What situations and experiences am I still carrying that are weighing me down? Where am I, not able to see something clearly based on something that I'm not willing to look at more clearly? Where do I still have an idea about myself that's not true? And how can I navigate through these things with dignity and pride and integrity, knowing that there's nothing wrong with me? I've been through some situations and experiences that have shaped how I show up. But ultimately, we all are just trying to remember who we were before we went to sleep, before life, before we, had to go through this period of darkness that a lot of us are coming out of. You're actually coming out of the dark night of the soul by going into it. A lot of people think they're going into the dark night of the soul. You're finally coming out of the shit, recognizing that you are the light, hey? Okay? So the inner child is going to be key. All right, I'm hearing connect with her, soothe her, give her more attention, play with her, do things that you used to do as a child. How did you express yourself when things got really heavy as a child? What did you do? Did you color? Did you dance? Did you listen to music? Those are the things that you need to start doing as an adult to reconnect and remember who you really are, because there's some beliefs that I'm picking up in your energy that are absolutely not true. It does not reflect the light, bright energy that I felt immediately when we connected on this live. Some of your beliefs are not in alignment with what you're believing, what the energy that I'm feeling. I don't think you're seeing yourself the same way. Okay? So the stuckness is because you're not seeing your greatness. The stuckness is because you're overcomplicating it instead of just doing what feels natural to you, because what feels natural may be something that you were ridiculed for. Who knows? What feels natural, you may have been told you're not good enough to do. And so you shove that down because you don't want to get rejected. Life force. You want to wake up feeling excited. Your life force is coming online now. Your life force is an invitation for you to wake up with that zest and that excitement. And so this is where the stuckness is like the antithesis of life force. Feeling stuck is like the opposite of feeling that life force, because you're just waking up like, yeah, okay, even if other aspects of your life are good, even if you're stable, even if you have a great partner, you're kind of just like waking up doing this because your soul knows you're supposed to be doing something else. You're supposed to be doing something, being of service, giving back. It feels good to help other people. This is why you guys say I'm glowing, I'm radiant. It's because I'm doing this. I'm in alignment right now. There's nowhere I would rather be. I am doing what God put me here to do. I am doing what the universe has told me to do. I feel it so much in my bones, no one can tell me different. It's an inner knowing that no one needs to understand. I don't care who understands it. I get it. It makes sense to me. And this is what you are seeking. That knowing, that purpose. And it's in your testimony, Tay. It's in the things that you haven't wanted to speak about. It's in the events and the experiences that have happened. That is why you went through them, so that you can alchemize them, so that you can learn from them and help other people do the same. This is why so many people have that path of struggle. We are meant to find strength from our struggles. Without struggles, what is strength? Without strength, what is a struggle? What do you have strength from if there's no adversity? Last card. I can't make it up. Inner child again, intuition. Okay? You are so intuitive. You are gifted. You have gifts. You are maybe clairvoyant. You probably have a lot of visions. You probably saw a lot of stuff as a child. And this is your life force, time to come back. What you see in me is a reflection of you. You also have the ability to do these things. You are highly, highly intuitive, but you've been conditioned not to trust your intuition. And this is where you're coming back and trying to find yourself again, because you've been conditioned, because people benefited from you not knowing yourself. People benefited from you not seeing the truth, so that they could control your perspective and perception of them, because your parents and caretakers wanted you to see them as a certain light, not who they really were at their core, but you had the ability to see that and they shut it down. So now you're finding that again. Connect with your inner child. Your inner child misses you. Your inner child wants to play. She came out twice in the reading, and this is what's going to lead you to that life force, that zest. Getting back to playing. The conscious adult is the child who survives. The conscious adult is the child who survives. Children are conscious. We are born conscious. So if you can get back to that childlike essence, then you can get back to your gifts and you will have all the answers. But you can't get back to that child without facing some of the pain and validating some of the pain that child went through. You can't get back the child essence without making them feel safe and protecting them. They're not going to trust you. This is why you haven't trusted yourself to make good decisions. This is why you haven't trusted yourself to be in relationships that are actually healthy for you. Because you have not spent time with that little girl. And it's time. Okay? All right. I hope that helped. Woo. I felt really connected to that, your energy, Tay. I feel very connected to your energy. Maybe it's very similar to mine. I don't know. All right, Saint. Are you still in here? Thank you so much for your patience. Saint, are you in here? Clearing energy. Wow. So, Saint, I just felt intuitive to just ring these, and I feel like I'm just ringing the bells. It's almost just like ringing the bells and just coming back home. Ringing the bells, I'm here. It just almost like an announcement, like, hello, I'm here. That's what I feel like. Yeah, so let's see. What's going on with Saint's energy? What ancestral energy is coming through? What guidance? What support? What angels have messages for them? Okay. Physical body. So there's something that's been coming up in your 3D around your physical body, taking care of yourself, making sure that you are creating such a clear channel for source, for your connection by being very aware. And I think this is something that you're wanting to do now. You're wanting to be more healthy. You're wanting to change some things. So your physical body is your temple. Your physical body is your vessel. And not only how you treat it, how you talk to it, how you show up. So continue to really get comfortable in your skin. Continue to get comfortable in your body and showing up authentically in your expression, however that looks. Let me see. Definitely making sure that you are treating your body with respect, are treating your body with love in the way that you speak to it, how you look at it. I'm feeling a lot of self-love around body, coming in. And how you're treating yourself. What else? What else is coming in? What else is up with Saint? What do their spirit guides, ancestors need them to know? I just heard Grandma. Ask about Grandma. Grandma is a big strength. Grandma is a big strength. Grandma is giving courage to really step in. I just heard something about Grandma. No more survival mode. Survival mode is over. So, okay. So, yeah. The courage to be in yourself, to be in your physical body. Okay, so this is now it's making sense. The more that I'm pulling more cards. Hold on, let me pull the last one. I feel called to do a native spirit card for you, Saint. Okay. This is different. Okay, this is making sense now. What is the last card? What ancestral advice? What do their ancestors, spirit guides, archangels? Is grandmother still here? Is grandma still here? What's going on with grandma? Song of the Wild. Okay, so there's a lot of blue in these cards, so it's about speaking your truth. It's about connecting your mind, body, and spirit. It's about actually trusting and being comfortable and feeling safe in your body now. It's trusting that the things that you have done, the lessons that you have learned up until this point, the work that you have done is legitimate. You are where you need to be, the healing that you've done. There are certain cycles and karmic cycles that you have actually closed out, and it's time for you to be present in your body in all ways. The survival mode is no longer, okay? Even when you were out in the deep end, even when there was a lot of sharks, even when there was a lot of things around you, you still were the light. So the survival mode that you were in is just a mindset now. You're no longer in that. That was a zone that you were very comfortable in for a very long time, and now you are breaking out of it. You're breaking out of how people feel. You're breaking out of how people see you. You're breaking all out of that survival mode that it's not safe to be yourself. And that connection with your mind, body, and spirit is being felt more than ever now. And so the things that you have been working on, the insecurities that have, really hurt you over the years and held you back, those things are being integrated. Those things are becoming one. You are connected. You have felt it. You're not scared to feel it. You're not scared of the pain. You're not scared of the rejection. You're not scared of the abandonment because you've stopped abandoning, rejecting, and betraying yourself. So all of those fears that you had are now an illusion because anyone that's not meant to be in your life won't be in your life, and you've accepted that. So the last card that came up is Song of the Wild. Song of the Wild. And this looks just like an inner child meditation that I have created. I feel like I want to send it to you after. I think I will. Maybe I have. But I want to send it to you because it's about a field and there's an oak tree. And this is an inner child. And this is so indicative. This is, the rainbow. This is so indicative of you meeting your inner child, your younger self, back at that tree and saying, we're done. We're here. I got you. Whatever shame, whatever was left, whatever was this, I got you. Yeah, I know. You are going full circle. It's time. It's time for you to show up in your truth. And it's also time for you to face whatever abandonment wounds, whatever wounds that you were still carrying, whatever things that were still carrying up. It is now time for you to no longer abandon, betray, or reject yourself and to face whatever it is, whatever comes up. Knowing that you are going to stay present in your body from now on. That you will not falter, that you will not flail, that even if it's uncomfortable, you're still going to stand behind them. So let's read Song of the Wild. Let's read Song of the Wild. Song of the Wild, using your voice, speaking up. Wild, not being tamed, not going, not conforming. Song of the Wild, speaking your truth. Okay, new horizons await you. You're ready to savor the wonders of the world. Take some risks or perceived risks. Answer the call of the wild. Step out of your comfort zone. Live passionately. Expand beyond your limitations and boundaries. Maybe it's time to take a journey or do something new or exciting. Maybe it's time to take a journey. You are entering a period of expansion and going beyond your self-imposed limitations, Saint. Even if you feel hesitant, this is the time to try something new and do things in a different way. You might even visit far-off lands or wild natural places. Adventure often entails risks, but without it, life can become lackluster and stagnant. There's a vast, new, and wondrous vista just around the corner, but you'll never see it if you don't venture out. No one can hear you if you don't ever speak. So the advice is to take some classes that get you out of your comfort zone. Try new styles. Do the same thing. Do the same thing you've always done, but do it in a new and different way. Push beyond your boundaries. Step out of character. Woo! This is wild. But yeah, I just feel like, yeah, it's just you, just fully being you in every space. Yeah, like letting yourself fully shine in every space and knowing that you're protected. Even though you know there's people, and even though I know there's people, there's not every place that we feel welcome. There's not every space that anybody feels welcome. There's some spaces that, whatever, but we still are going to shine our light. We're not going to dim our light. And we are going to trust and believe that we are protected. I think that's where grandma came in. I think that's where a grandma came in. There was a grandma coming in to say that you have a lot of divine guidance and protectors on the other side that are with you more than ever right now as you embark into this new elevation and frequency. Okay? So I hope that helped. It was very straightforward. Mind, body, and soul. Connecting that body. No more survival mode. That's no longer a comfort zone, and it's no longer a place that's needed. I love that. You're welcome. Okay. All right. I think we don't have that many. I feel like we're going to wrap it up here soon. Yeah. That's a good place to stop. Let me see. Yeah. It's a good place. It's a good place. Hi, Allie. I can't wait to chat with you, babe. You Venmo'd me. Let me see. I don't think so. Let me check. Oh, you did. Oh, yes, I did. Thank you. Yay, I got you. Okay, Pim. Hi, Pim. Thank you. I'm so glad you said that. All right, Pim will be the last one. Pim will be the last one. All right, we got 7 cards for Pim. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, we got 7 cards for Pim. What's going on with Pim's energy? What's going on with Pim's energy? What's going on with Pim's energy? What do their spirit guides, archangels, what messages? I love it too. What messages? Okay. Ooh. All right, Ladybug. I don't know if Ladybug is significant to you, Pim, but Ladybug, it's a good time for good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all good things. So that's such a beautiful way to start out your reading. So there's some good things that are coming into your life, but make sure that you're open to actually receiving them. And I don't know if Ladybug is significant or if that is a name that you used to be called, but yes, Ladybug is a beautiful sign. If you see that, that is a sign to keep going, that abundance is coming. So there's something coming in. Let's see. So something's coming in, but you have to be willing to receive it. Okay. So you are gifted. You are gifted. So psychic awareness and shame came out in the same little shuffle right here. So psychic awareness and shame. So this immediately made me feel like you are very gifted. You are tapped in. You have the ability, either clairvoyant, clairaudient, claircognizant, clairsentient. You may be a channel. You may be a medium. There may be some type of psychic awareness or high sensibility in your intuition, something, an empath, but something is there. But you may be carrying some shame around this, that maybe not your shame, but some shame around this ability, through generations of being able to have these gifts, and maybe coming from something maybe super religious. There's just something where you're having some shame around the essence of who you are. So have you ever felt like that? Have you ever identified with being psychic? Have you ever felt that? Have you ever had visions or dreams or any of those type of things? I would be curious to know. Let me know, Pim. But shame is the lowest vibration that we can feel. Shame is the lowest vibration that we carry. And so really getting to the root of the shame and really sitting with it. So even if you're dreams and dreams and dreams. Okay, so they're clairvoyant. And so you may not even be aware of your shame is what I'm just hearing. You may not even be aware of what the shame is and what it's carrying, but it's impacting your behavior. So even if we dissociate from certain feelings mentally, our body and our behavior still keeps the score, right? And so we still show up in everyday life in a way that reflects how we feel, even if it's on a subconscious level and not something that's in the forefront. So if we deep down have abandonment wounds, or we're carrying a lot of shame for the very core essence of who we are. If someone made us feel shame about something, about a personality trait or our body or something, a core foundation of who we are, then we can be carrying the shame, and then we can walk around and grow up and think that we're fundamentally flawed. And so then when you think that you're fundamentally flawed and there's something wrong with you, then you can build an idea that you're not deserving. And then when you think that you're undeserving, then you may not have motivation to even do the things because you don't feel like you're deserving of it anyway. You see how this can be so impactful just from not even recognizing that we're carrying this stuff? So the reason why this is coming up is there is some good things that are coming into your life. There is some things that it's time, but you have to work through whatever thoughts and beliefs that are keeping you from feeling deserving of what's been trying to come in for quite some time. Okay? You are worthy and deserving of it. So even if it's not on the surface right now, even if it's not something that you can put your finger on right now, the shame is there. The discontent that you felt, the discontent that you feel is because you're supposed to be doing something different, or acknowledging this, or this is trying to come up. It doesn't feel good. Kendrick was right. I deserve it all. Yeah. It doesn't feel good when we are consciously or subconsciously denying parts of who we are. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't. It doesn't feel, that's what makes us feel unwhole. That's what makes us feel incomplete, is the fact that we're denying parts of ourselves. It's not the fact that we are incomplete. It's the discontent comes from what we think about these parts. It's all a mindset, you guys. It's all a mindset. It's a literal mental game. Okay? All right. So the discontent that you feel could be an invitation for you to be more present in your experience here on earth, to be more present in how you actually feel in the day-to-day life and what you're doing, and to really get honest, and to nourish your gifts and start taking your gifts more seriously is what I'm hearing. Okay? All right. So decisions. So sometimes it's in the past, it's been really hard for you to make your own decisions. Sometimes you feel really indecisive, and that's because you are working on trusting yourself more, trusting your own decisions, trusting what's best for you. I'm hearing that you grew up in a community or a family that tried to always tell you what was best for you. They always were trying to tell you, maybe they're still doing it, trying to tell you what's best. They don't allow you to have your own thoughts, your own mind. And that's something that now that you're older, you're still just following through that paradigm. It's a mental prison that you're in because you were not taught to empower yourself and say, hey, trust your own gut. Hey, trust your own decisions. Hey, you can do this. Hey, yeah. And so you're looking to people outside of yourself all the time. Is this the right direction? Is this okay to do? Should I do this? Yeah. That's what I was saying. The shame around these gifts, the shame around it. This is because you grew up in those, the demand, the high demand religion. Yeah. And so you have a paradigm belief that whatever you were taught in the religion is what is right and wrong. You didn't get the opportunity to develop your own beliefs. Your parents or your caretakers didn't keep it neutral for you to find what you gravitate naturally. They told you, this is what it is, this is how it is. So you're living your life based on some beliefs of others when it's contradicting how you actually feel inside. This is why we're anxious. This is why we're angry. This is why we feel so dysregulated, because I'm living a life for someone else. I'm making decisions based on what other people think is right and wrong, not what I feel at my core. So this is making me feel sad. This is making me feel depressed because this is my human experience and I'm not really living it. And this is our decision that we are subconsciously making, but we feel like we have to. Our family, because we know the need to belong to a community. We inherently know that we need to belong to some type of community, a village. We know inherently that it's safe in numbers, right? We know inherently that to survive, we need other people. We know this. And so you're not going to break that one connection to your village, the one and only village that you grew up in, even if that village abused you, even if that village is not right to you. It's your village, man. It's all you know. Until you allow yourself to branch out and create a new village. Until you can trust that maybe the village that you're born into, it does not always have your best interest at heart. That this village may be sick. And therefore it's making you sick. That this is really a wild reading. And usually they don't come out like this, Pim. I don't know if this is resonating with you, but I feel like I'm like in a trance doing this reading for you. I don't know. Okay, you have 5. 2 more cards. Let's see, last 2 messages. What last 2 messages do you have for Pim? You focus a lot on love and being loved. You focus a lot on external love and pull it in. Pull it in. You focus a lot on being loved externally. You need to start trusting your intuition more, especially when it comes to that, because you're feeling certain type of way with certain people around you and you want their attention so bad and you want to feel certain things. But your intuition is telling you it's not right, but you're ignoring it because you just want to feel this temporary feeling. It's not. Your intuition is trying to keep you safe, even if in the moment it's not telling you what you want to hear, Pim. It's keeping you safe from long-term pain and damage and different things. That's what your intuition is there for. To keep you safe from danger. Last card. Your energy is shifting a lot. Your energy is shifting a lot and you know it. And you're still hanging on to aspects of your old self because it's familiar, but you know that your energy is shifting a lot. You're starting to think things differently. You're starting to feel things differently. You're starting to get different emotions that are coming up that never came up before. And it's because your energy is going through a frequency reset, okay? Right now, you've been existing on this frequency, but with the things that are coming up, with the shame that you're going to look at, with the abundance that's coming in, with the discontent that you're starting to become aware of, with the psychic awareness, with all these things that are starting to come in line, your energy has no choice but to expand, but to elevate, right? So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay? Allow yourself, give yourself permission to evolve, even if that means walking some of this journey on your own. Yes, we do need community, but we also need solitude at different moments. And just because we're in solitude doesn't mean we don't have community. Okay? I hope this helped. Okay? I hope that this resonated. Yeah, not sure. But I just know that you're about to go through something. I don't know. Something's coming in for you. Something's coming in for you. Something is about to change. Abundance is coming in, but you're going to have to feel some things that you haven't wanted to feel. You're going to have to feel some stuff. You are. Okay? You're going to have to start getting real. Hi, Dr. Barry. It's good to see you. We still need to connect. I have to reach out to you. It's so good to see you. I love seeing you promoting your book and doing your thing. You guys, follow Dr. Barry. She is an author just like me, and she's been promoting her book, and I think if you like my content, you'll be interested in her book as well. So make sure you give her a follow. But all right, y'all, that being said, let me make sure no one else sent anything. The ladybug stands for abundance, Pim. So this is a time for good fortune and abundance. So be willing to receive all good things in your life. So this is just letting you know, this is your spirit team letting you know that when you see a ladybug, it's coming, it's happening. You have to pull it in. It's not It's not a matter of if, it's just when. And the when is dependent on when you decide that you are deserving of the good things by how you show up and treat yourself. You can't just say, I'm deserving of good things. That doesn't work. You actually have to live your life in a way that reinforces I am deserving of good things. So you have to be willing to let go of what's not good for you. And that's where people get stuck. They want to say, I'm deserving of good things, but I'm not willing to let go of what's not good for me. No, that's a contradiction. You're welcome. That's a contradiction. I love myself, but I'm staying with somebody who is treating me like crap and cheating on me every single day, and I don't condone cheating. But I love myself. They have a funny way of showing it, because this is hurting you every single day. You see how we contradict based on what we say out loud as the mask versus how we actually live our life. And if all of us stopped talking for a little bit and just looked at people and just looked a little bit closer how people were actually living, we would know everything we need to know. If you just be quiet for a second and just let people live and just observe, you would see and know everything you need to know. I promise you. Because the behaviors in the body, they don't lie. How someone acts and how someone treats you, how someone's character does not lie. Someone who is going out of their way to tear other people down is already torn down within themselves. They feel torn down already. Someone who's going out of their way to make fun of someone's body image has poor body image. Okay? All right, y'all. I love ya. This was fun today. Thank you for purchasing the book. I'm going to be getting some out in the mail today. So if you purchase a book or a journal, I will be mailing them out. You can visit my shop. The journals are limited because they go so quickly. But please make sure you also book your free discovery call. You're welcome, Pim. You book your free discovery call. I have a 3-month Emerge container that starts January 11th and it ends on 3/20. We meet 2 Saturdays a month. I have 10 spots open. So if you would like to sign up, if you need a container, if you want someone to help you embody this and take action, then join the group. It is very affordable in my opinion, but I know that's subjective, but I think the price point is on. It's linked in my bio. Everything you need to know about the course, when it starts, the pricing, the deadlines is pinned in I posted it. It's called Emerge Bloom, and it's in my profile if you need more information. The link to book the call is free. It's 15 minutes, but if you link it, please make sure you sign up because still, it's my time. So if you book a call, please show up. And let's talk and see if you're actually a good fit and if it's something that you actually want to do. Again, you do have to invest in yourself. So if you're not able or in a position to invest in yourself financially, I feel you, I hear you. This is why I do the lives. This is why I have content and podcasts that is all free to help you as much as I can, because I don't think that just because you don't have financial resources that you shouldn't be having help. I don't think that's fair, but also I have to help myself as well. So if you're in the place where you're ready to invest in yourself, where you have the means to, I would love to help you. I can also work with you as far as splitting up the payment. Like I said, it's $717. So if you need to split up the payment into 3 payments, if you need to break it up, I can work with you. This is my business. I'm the boss. I don't got to ask my manager. Okay. All right. So if you really are interested in it, let me know. Let's book a call and you're ready to get to the next level. But you cannot create these things if you don't really feel deserving of it. You cannot call in the love of your life if you don't know how to maintain it. You're calling in good people and then you're self-sabotaging because you don't feel worthy and deserving of it, because you haven't done the work, because you haven't made your inner child trust the fact that you can choose good people. Because look at the people that you've chosen in the past. Look at the people that you fought for in the past. People that were literally tearing you down, eating you up and spitting you out because you thought that that's all you deserved. So now we have to reprogram, and we have to let your inner child know that they don't have to try to run the show every time, that you are now grown, mature, and you have self-worth and self-love, and that they get to be their fun, goofy essence, and that you're going to show up as the mother and the father that they needed whenever you need to. But until then, you can just be in that childlike essence having fun. And then if someone crosses you, I'm going to give you the tools to say, hey, hold on for a second. And then you go back to it. There's nothing to be scared of. You don't have to walk around or shut yourself away from things because you don't think that you can set a boundary. I'm going to give you the tools and the confidence to start setting boundaries. But when you're done, you're going to be a boundary monster. You get a boundary, you get a boundary, you get a boundary, and you get a boundary. When you're done with this course, you're going to be setting boundaries with everybody. When you're done with this course, you're going to feel more empowered to speak your truth. I promise you. And that's exactly what you need to build that business and to call in that partner. It's you to be your authentic self, because you've called in people when you were a version of yourself that was not true and you didn't like how that came. Okay? So now it's time for you to call in business and opportunities and partnerships and friends from a place of truth. So who are you? Okay? Hi. All right, y'all. I love you. I will see you on Friday. I will see you on the calls. Just a reminder too, if you want a one-on-one coaching call, if you're not ready for a 3-month container and you want a one-on-one coaching call, they are still 30% off until the end of the calendar year. So if you want to book a reading with me or a coaching call, a one-on-one coaching call, instead of $99 for the coaching call, there's $66, I believe. And instead of $111 for the personal in-depth reading, 45-minute reading, it is $77. So all the things, all the ways to work with me. I love you. I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.